Welcome back to the channel Trading Simplified. I'm a trading enthusiast and love to simplify trading. To get started, just a reminder that I'm not a financial advisor and this video is for entertainment purposes only. So Facebook is a potential dip buy opportunity. We definitely missed the boat a little bit. It's at 320, but I just want to give a good picture of where this stock has been over the last year. When you look at the last year, the support really is 245, 250. That's going to be your psychological resistance. Facebook has had a lot of backlash lately, and it was at a high of like 377. I do believe we need to be patient. We're not going to be buying yet. And the reason I'm thinking that is because I'm going to show you this chart where it shows the EMA, which is the 6-month EMA. And Facebook, this EMA, this purple line, it is trading below the EMA, or you can think of it as the SMA on the 6-month. So that means that it is bearish. It is selling off. Whenever you have this line and it's selling below, pretty much you can see that it's just completely selling off. But I do think that we have more room for Facebook to sell off. And it's not that Facebook isn't a good company. They're a great company. They're in the S&P 500 for a reason. I just think we need to be a little bit more patient and wait for our entry. And I'm hoping that we can get them in the 250 to 275 area where we start actually building a position. And Facebook has had some bad news recently where they've been basically it's just like been affecting the stock big time with everything that's going on and the courts and whatever. But long story short, Facebook's going to be around forever. This doesn't mean that Facebook's not going to, rebound. It's definitely a company that we want to be involved in. And even though the RSI looks low on the 6-month at 34, usually signaling a buy, I think we should just be patient. We should be waiting for our entry. And I just want to bring this up real quick because this makes it a little bit easier. That if we can get Facebook to sell off more and just be patient and just not have a position yet, because I don't have a position in Facebook, but if we can get it down to like even the 260 range, like a 15 to 17% discount, and then start building a position, I think that's when we can actually start getting some really positive gains. I just think it's risky buying it right now, where it only sold off from 380 down to 323, which was a 20% drop so far. So I'm going to remain patient on them, but I just want to bring up this video so people are actually looking at it. But if we start seeing it in the 280, 270, 260, that's when I want to start building a position, because that's when you put like 10 to 20% of your total amount that you're going to put in Facebook. Because I think 250 is going to be the nice bounce where we can actually get a nice bounce coming back up. Because at the 6-month EMA, this is where you're going to have a recovery. And if you get a recovery even back to 300, you're going to make a nice 20% profit on whatever you invest in. So that's what I'm looking at with Facebook. I want to bring them up because that's definitely another company that I've been looking into. Now I want to go into the next one. The next one that I've been looking at is JetBlue. JetBlue is a company that has really been selling off, and they are really testing this support line of $14. So I drew this support line here so everybody could see it, that in the 1 year, look at JetBlue consistently popping off of $14 and giving us a nice point to point and a half gain. Now, I actually haven't pulled the trigger on JetBlue yet. I'm still not sure whether I should take a position. I'm going to do probably 10% of my total investment, around 13.9. But then I can imagine this actually selling off a little bit. And JetBlue has, I'm not going to say whether they're a good company or not. It just seems like in today's world, I just like to chart read, and I always trade JetBlue. But you just want to be careful, because when I look at the chart and I see that, where would they go if they dropped from 14? If they break this resistance line, what is the next pit stop for them, pretty much? And this is crazy because I have to bring up like the 2-year chart to even see it, to see like what would the next support line be. And realistically, it could drop as low as $12. This would be like the next support level would be $12 if it dips. So that's why you don't want to go too hard at 14, because when you're buying dips, you just have to be careful, because you don't want to get caught holding the bag and now you're just stuck at 14 and it drops to $13, $12. Now it depends what your horizon is. You're holding it for 3 months, 6 months. I try not to hold dip plays longer than like a week, because I want to get that nice 50 cents to $1 and get out of the position. And then if it comes back down, then I reassess. But I just wanted to bring this up because I think JetBlue offers a good dip buying opportunity that we could potentially take advantage of. So Facebook and JetBlue are two of those stocks that I've been really looking at. Another company that I've been looking at, let me just see if I have them on this list. And this one, hold on, where are they? Oh, there we go. Neo. So Neo, I don't like using the 1 year. I want to just give it more perspective here. Let's just use the 1 month. So you can see that Neo went from $42 and then it's back down to $39. And the RSI is showing 42. But let's put this more into perspective here. Let's go over the last 5 days. This looks terrible. Hold on. Let me just make it over the last 3 months to make it easier. Sometimes it does that. I don't know why. Okay, but if you look, Neo is showing, it's actually showing a bullish trend right now. And you want to go with the trends. So if something is actually trending up, this is when you want to buy the dips. And part of me thinks Neo is going up because Tesla is hitting all new time highs, but it doesn't mean we can't make money from it. As long as we're not holding it long term, I think it's fine. So it was at a low 33.46, and this was in October, early October, like October 6th. And now that was $33 up to $39. Now, if Neo decides to sell off, and right now, I'm not a buyer at $39, but if Neo does sell off, and I'm going to show you the support level that I'm looking to make my entry. 37.5 is where I'm looking to make my entry because the high of this candle went up to 38.2, so it's good to start building a position around $38. And then obviously 36 would be a no-brainer to buy. But I don't think it's going to sell off that much, I'll be honest. I think we're going to still get at least a point or two out of this if we start buying in the 38.5 range. And then if it dips down to 37, just have more ammo. So you can cost basis with an average of $38, and we're going to try to sell at $40, so I get 2 points on this. So I just want to bring it up. I think Facebook, I think JetBlue, and Neo are definitely potential buys, and it's something that we need to keep our eye on.